If you are from Africa, regardless of the country you are in, you are from Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Uganda, come closer. I have a very good news for you today. If you want to move to Europe this year, then you should consider Sweden. Sweden is open to receiving job seekers from all over Africa. You could move to Sweden legally on a work permit, and today I will be covering a particular pathway to Sweden called the work permit visa. That is, you are moving to Sweden through a job offer. Now, if this is you really want to migrate abroad, you want to move to Europe specifically, then I would advise you to keep watching this video, because in today's video I will be showing you how to move to Sweden through this pathway, what document that is needed, what cost is attached if there is. I would also be showing you the benefits of moving to Sweden, most importantly the eligibility and also the criteria you must meet to be able to get this opportunity to Sweden. So don't skip this video, watch this video to the end. Today's video is fully loaded and you don't want to miss it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, my amazing returning subscribers. Thank you guys for your love, your support thus far. And if you're coming across my beautiful face for the first time, my name is Clara Joseph. In this channel, I post videos on how you could migrate abroad. I give you tips on how to move abroad successfully, most importantly, all for free. So I would encourage you to hit the subscribe button and be part of the family, and also let me know in the comment section that you are a first-time viewer so I can greet you specially. Please do not forget to give this video a very big fat like, and as you do so, may God bless you. I would be starting with the overview of this pathway to Sweden. So what is the Sweden work permit visa? As the name states, this is a visa that allows you to move into Sweden through a work permit basis. That is, you are moving into Sweden through a job offer, a company who has offered you a job that enables you to come into Sweden. The duration of this visa is 2 years to 4 years, depending on the contract you have been given by your proposed employer and the company. The amazing news of moving to Sweden through this pathway is that you can move with your dependents. That is, you can move with your children, you can move with your family. However, if you're moving with your children, they must be below the age of 21 downward. That is, if you have children at the age of 0 to 21, you can move with them. This is so amazing because I know most countries do not allow children dependent at the age of 21 to move with their parents. So you have this amazing opportunity to come with your children if you have a child at this age. But this child or these children must be unmarried. They must be unmarried to be able to move with you to Sweden. The next is the requirement. So what is the requirement to move to Sweden under this pathway, under the work permit visa? The first one is that you must have completed a study in an advanced level of education. If you hear advanced level of education, that is education at master's or PhD degree. Okay, so you must have a master's or PhD degree to move down to Sweden through the work visa. So if you have a master's degree or a PhD degree, then you want to jump into this. For this, you need to give the Swedish Council of Higher Education the right to contact the institution you obtained this degree from. This is just a way of verifying your certificate, to assess your certificate if indeed your certificate is master's level or PhD level. The next requirement is that you need a job offer to be able to move down to Sweden through this pathway. Just as the name states, work permit visa. So when you get a job offer, then you can move to Sweden, you can move to Europe offer free. This is because your employer would be the one to cover all the costs of your moving down to Sweden. So if you could get a company to sponsor you, you don't need any proof of fund. I know some of you would be smiling right now. Oh, Clara, so I don't need money to move down to Sweden. Oh, Clara, so my employer would cover all these expenses of moving down to Sweden. But, yes, there is a but. You need to get an employer who is willing to offer you a position, to offer you a job at least the minimum amount of 1,220 Swedish krona. So this is the Swedish currency, 1,220, before your visa would be approved. And also your employer or the company you got this job in must be able to prove that they could cover all insurances, including your health, your living support, also insurance that covers your life, employment, and pension. So guys, this is a good news today, and if I were you right now, I would bring out a book and a pen to start jotting out all the steps to moving down to Sweden through this pathway. The next agenda on my list today is how to apply for this visa. For you to apply for this visa, you must be currently located outside of Sweden. That is, you must be currently living outside of Sweden. So unlike most countries that allows you to come into its country and switch to a work visa while in that country, the Swedish government doesn't allow that. You must be living outside the vicinity, the country of Sweden, before you can process your application. With this being said, the documents you need in applying for this visa include a valid passport that could last you during your duration of your stay in Sweden. Be it is a 2 years contract or the 4 years contract, you need a valid passport that carries you throughout the entire stay. Since this pathway to Sweden requires you to have a degree, then you need a copy of the transcript academic record. You also need a copy of the signed letter of consent given to the Swedish Education Council to verify your academic record. Also, you need a copy of your digital passport, which entails your identity such as your name, your photograph, date of birth, and every other personal information such as your age, your passport number, and also your signature. The next agenda for today is, Clara, what is the benefit that comes with this pathway to Sweden? The benefit that comes with the pathway to Sweden is that you can move with your family at the same time. Like I said, you can move with your family and you are living, working in Sweden to be paid. This is not a free job for you to come and do in Sweden. And also you are moving to Sweden for free. That is, your employer is covering up all this costs. So guys, if you can do this, why not? Now I know most of you will be saying, Clara, you already told us this is a work permit to Sweden. We need to get a job, but how do we find this job? You could simply use websites, job-seeking websites such as Indeed, Glassdoor, LinkedIn to search for jobs in Sweden for international applicants. That is, if you are overseas outside of Sweden and you are looking for a job in Sweden that enables you move into its country, then you could use all of these job-seeking websites to start your job hunt. However, going forward, I would try to look for all these companies, these employers that is hiring in Sweden, and bring to you up directly so you can have easy access to them. So once you've gotten a job offer in Sweden, your company has agreed to sponsor you and pay you the minimum wages required by the Swedish government, then you can apply for your visa on the Swedish official website or any Swedish embassy that is close to you in your country. Also, once you apply, you get a decision on your application in 4 weeks. That is, in a month you are in Sweden, you are eligible to move to Sweden through this pathway. And once this is approved, you also get a residency permit card, which enables you to stay in Sweden, which verifies your entire stay in Sweden. That is, this card proves you have the permission to come into Sweden with your family, to live and to work. However, this doesn't mean this is a residency pathway to Sweden. You only become a residency in Sweden after 4 years. So if you get like a 2 years contract to work in Sweden, you do not qualify for this. If you get a 4-year contract, then you can become a resident with your family after your 4 years contract. Or if you get a 2 years contract in Sweden to come and work, then you can look to extend it by your employers going to the Swedish government, going to the Swedish embassy saying they are ready to offer you an extension in your contract. Then after 4 years, you qualify to apply for the Swedish residency permit and you become a permanent resident in Sweden. Now guys, I know most of you will be saying that Clara, you speak like all this pathway abroad is so easy. The truth is that nothing good comes easy, but we can only give in our best and be positive. You never know until you take a look into it, until you try. And with this, I would be leaving all of the links to access this pathway to Sweden in the description box, so you can read by yourself, go into details by yourself, and know for a fact that this is a possible pathway to Europe. I would also be leaving the link to the form that you can fill after you've gotten a job offer, a form that looks like this. Note, this form is only accessible to you after you've gotten a job offer in Sweden. So for now, all you need to do is to look for jobs that can give you visa sponsorship into Sweden. Look for employers that can give you visa sponsorship into Sweden. Then afterwards, you can come to the next process by filling this form and applying for your visa and move to Sweden, move to Europe in just a month, in 4 weeks with your family. Now guys, if you need a personalized assistant with this pathway I've discussed today, maybe you are still finding it difficult to understand all I've come here to say today, then you can book a session with me where we'll discuss more on this. Then I would give you the best advice to my knowledge. We sit and we talk for an hour. Guys, at the beginning of this year, I promised you all I was gonna be looking for other pathway to move abroad easily, and I know I've not been slacking on that. So please do not forget to give this video a very big fat like to show your support and to say, Clara, you are doing an amazing job. This is where I call it a day today. If you have further questions about this pathway to Sweden, then you can leave it in the comment section and I would be willing to always reply to those questions. Please do not forget to give this video a very big fat like. Turn on your post notification bell so you do not miss any new opportunity I bring here on my channel. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.